So the problem with the Federal Reserve being in charge of money and being in charge of the monetary supply is it essentially fakes the interest rate. The interest rate, rather than being an indicator of how much money is available in the marketplace to buy future goods and services and to what degree the marketplace values delayed gratification, instead of communicating that, what the interest rate communicates is it's essentially a false signal. So when the Federal Reserve keeps the interest rate down for a long time, as they have for most of the last couple of decades, what happens is businesses and individuals borrow at low interest rates, which normally would not be a problem if those low interest rates were set by the marketplace. If the interest rates were set by the marketplace, it would not be a problem because you would know that there is a excess savings to buy whatever goods and services are going to be produced by that. The problem is when the Federal Reserve inevitably creates inflation, which inflation is always eventually a byproduct of excessive money printing. When that inflation comes, the Federal Reserve has to raise interest rates, otherwise there will be hyperinflation. And when they raise interest rates, now you have an economy that was built on a bunch of debt, anticipating that consumers would have money in the future to buy the goods and services to pay down that debt, but the consumers actually do not have the money saved up because the artificially low interest rate was essentially enticing investments that were not, for which there was not the money there to pay them off. So in the Austrian School of Economics, it's called malinvestment, M-A-L investment. Malinvestment is investment that should not have taken place, but that did take place as a result of the Federal Reserve's artificially low interest rates. And the problem is eventually those interest rates get raised in order to stave off hyperinflation, and then you get a debt cascade, essentially a bunch of individuals and companies failing.